as the Vikings get set to do battle with the Seattle Seahawks. Dan Bailey now to put the ball in the air, and we are underway from downtown Minneapolis. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Wilson. Well, the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up 2nd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
54, right there, 54, Mike. Let's go, defense.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Wilson. Forced out to his left. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
So when the defense complains about having to do pursuit drills in the heat of training camp, plug in this play. Excellent pursuit. Force the quarterback out of the pocket. He ends up trying to run for it. Instead, he goes out of bounds and loses yardage. That goes down as a sack for the defense.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. DK Metcalf, 64 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. That certainly went against the traditional ways of playing football, but who cares? Look at the result. Big touchdown.
They went for it.
Picked the wrong play anyway.
50. So there's conservative, there's aggressive, and there's really aggressive, which is what we just saw there. Tip of the cap to them.
And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. Well, they were a little too excited to get the football, touched it before it went 10 yards.
And that's so difficult, isn't it? Because sometimes you can just take a bad hop and veer into your lane or into your body. In this case, though, they touched it before 10. Illegal touching is the call.
Here we go, D. Get off the field.
Cousins gives way to Cook. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the 1st down. Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. And they give this time to the tailback. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
He's got a 1st down and much more inside the 20. You were telling me this yesterday. That's exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike.
first down. Here's the run with Cook. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Jadeveon Clowney showing the explosiveness on the sack.
But nothing takes a start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
No, now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Mike 54. Mike 54. Watch the curve. Watch the curves.
Hey, seam 6. Seam 6.
They just do get the play off. Now Cousins toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss it? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
Wow.
6 points, but by the wayside on that one.
So, yes, it's only 3, but at least they're able to
Throwing
answer back
out.
after giving up the touchdown
He
to start
throws
the
it.
game.
Yeah, I like the
Inside.
observation there, because getting some points on the board, very
Okay.
positive for them. Feel a little bit better about things, because if you don't score, you potentially have opened the door for them to score again, and then you're down 14.
This one fielded at the 5. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
10 yards and a Seattle first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. I'm on.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. He'll find Metcalf. That goes for a gain of 31.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pumps from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game.
Shit.
Spot that. Go.
They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. Buying time to his left. He'll try and run it. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
That's complete to Disley, the tight end. First connection there of the afternoon for those 2, and it's good for a 1st down. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Wilson hit, it's loose, it's out, fumble, and the Vikings pick up the football. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. They start the drive with Cook. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the 1st. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Gun.
2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. On second down, Cook. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
What I need? 54. Come on, baby. Let's see what you got.
On 3rd down, Cousins. He's going to rifle one deep into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was
Way
kind
too
of
late to throw that
It's going to come
ball.
down the hands of the
Way
wrong
too
team.
late. I thought I could have made a play on that. Sorry though.
Mike 54. You ain't got nothing. You ain't got nothing. You ain't nothing.
After the interception, here's Wilson. On the move to his left. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. 20. There he goes, right side. And he's going to score. It's a Viking touchdown. How about that for a little jolt right before intermission?
You talk about taking momentum into the half with you, and so many teams have an emphasis on trying to score in the last 2 minutes of a half to carry that with them. It's not often talked about scoring on defense, though. That's extra mode.
And now they may take the lead into the locker room as well. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And the lead is now 10-7. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Wilson dancing to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or two short. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. Wilson out to his left. He can run for it, and he will. When in doubt, do it yourself as he keeps it for 3 and a first down. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. To throw is Wilson. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A good pickup there at 22. Wilson. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Wilson now to throw again. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Again, Wilson rolling to his right. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And it's knocked away and incomplete. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. Final play of the half. It's Wilson escaping the pressure right. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these 2 teams as we come back for this second half. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half.
Come on, fellas.
Dex.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. They go play action here on first down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Unable to stop KJ right there as he slips by for the sack. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Here's Cousins. And that'll be incomplete. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Hey, we're good, we're good. Check, right, 50, right. 54. All day, dog. Check. Done.
From the gun, here's Cousins. Looking for Thielen, but it's intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it, and he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that. Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. And he is not going to get in there. He stops short of the goal line, and the lead is going to stay right where it is. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try.
Let's go. It's just me and you.
Now a give running right. It's Cook. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
54.
To throw is Cousins. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Bobby Wagner, the former second-rounder out of Utah State, with a sack.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Alpha. So don't say nothing. Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
Coming, baby. I'm coming, baby. Woo!
Third and long for Cousins. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked up by Brad McDougal. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And a nice gain of 21 yards. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there. From midfield now, here's Wilson. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Now Wilson steps away to his left. And he's got Lockett. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one goes for 24 yards.
Check. Walk 54. Walk 54.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Short throw to Disley. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. To throw again on second down. Wilson going to throw deep for the... And this is going to be intercepted. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That had disaster written all over. You've got a right-handed quarterback, a rolling left, and throwing it pretty far downfield.
It's really difficult to do, to try and get your body twisted around into the proper position and get anything on the ball as you heave it downfield. And that's what it actually turns into, a heave. And that's not really a good throw, is it?
Not good, and we saw the result. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this two shall pass, and finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Mike 54.
To throw, Cousins lets it fly for Thielen. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Trey Flowers picks it.
You see me out here. That's right. We can't be stopped.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together. And he's going to be taken down. They sack him on what will be the final play of quarter number 3. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. And he's got the hook up to Moore.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
Left side here taken in by Metcalf. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down. Wilson now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Sideline throw. That's caught by Moore. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Here's Wilson. And he will find his man on the outside. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. And this is caught. He hits Moore. 3rd down turns to 1st with that 5-yard pickup. Wilson going to lead his guys up 1st and 10. And he's hit on all 5 of his pass attempts on this drive so far. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Wilson on target there to Moore. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Wilson, he'll find Metcalf. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. Looking for the out route, and he's got more. And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. 4 yards, the pickup, 1st down. On 1st down, Wilson. Being chased out left. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Wilson. Throwing again. That is caught at the 7-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Forced out to his left. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Mackenzie Alexander with a pick. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a... Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4. Line out! Wide, get wide.
Following the interception, Cousins. Open here, Adam Thielen. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the 1st down.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Well, they're going to get about 3 here out of this 1st down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
36. Hey, flipper.
From the 24, Cousins, and he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Less than 2 to play with just a field goal separating these two sides. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They face a critical third down now, needing a score here in the late going.
Gun.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
54. Come on, come on.
Gun.
He's moving, boys, he's moving. Mike's 5-4, Mike's 5-4, Mike's 5-4. Hey, pick your game up.
Yellow, yellow, yellow.
54 is Mike, 54 is Mike. Check, check, watch 54, watch 54. Watch the out, watch the out. Watch the safety creep.
Back to throw. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
That gets them the first down, but they've still got to move quickly here.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Hey, no, easy.
Right there, 54, right there. I'm here all day.
Gun.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
Back to throw. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 20 yards on both of those plays back-to-back there. They are moving now. It's another first down.
Get in the weight room.
Zebra.
Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4.
Gun.
They'll look to throw. Open man once again. It's Thielen. He'll get 15 and a Vikings first down.
Partner, you got to like what they're doing right there. Little by little, they're getting closer. Another good pickup.
Cousins going to come up on a 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive.
Two. Hey, orbit. Gun.
Man up, D. Man up, D. Right there. 54.
He'll look to throw. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go.
1st and 10 at the 10-yard line.
Gun.
Cousins to throw.
Wow, he didn't even
Crusher
cut.
there as it's intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it. And now nothing but green ahead of him. The 20.
Wow, he didn't even cut.
And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. So they were in field goal range. Chance to go to overtime. Got on. It's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. It's a wobbler, and it's intercepted.
Intercepted. Come on, guys. We got this.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Two-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back, and then score again. But they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly. Then they'll take it from there.
Going.
One last shot now for Cousins. And that will be incomplete as time has run.